from Puerto Peñasco, Sonora, Mexico, at 117 pounds, with a professional record of 19 wins, 7 losses, 3 draws, 16 wins by knockout, Hector Diaz. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing white trunks, from Blythe, California, at a ready 116 pounds, with a professional record of 28 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 8 wins by knockout, the former NABF flyweight champion, ranked #1 by the WBC, #1 by the IBF, Ysaias Kid Showtime Zamudio.
Okay, fellas, we went over all the rules and the rest of this. I want you to give me a good fight. Any questions, Rudy? Let's shake hands now. Come on, fight.
All right, the tail of the tape. You're looking at Zamudio, and he's 5'1". Diaz 3 inches taller and a pound heavier. They're both in the flyweight division, and he's 7 years older and has 6 inches in the reach department. Comes in with a record, as you heard, 19-7. 16 of those 19 wins by knockout for Diaz. He's 30 years old. Zamudio's only 23. One of the promising young fighters, and really a fans type of fighter. He throws punches in bunches. Maybe not the hardest hitter you'll ever see, but he does work very hard, and he's always coming at you. Burton Gilliam is the referee, and here's round 1. It's scheduled for 10. Diaz looks like he jumped through an awning with those trunks, or maybe stole an artist's smock or something. Really multicolored. And Zamudio, his tailor sent him out with a bit of longer trousers on tonight.
Well, Diaz got his, I'm sure. I think he was mentioning something like Disney World in Orlando. Multicolored.
Round starts quickly. Both guys banging away to the body. Remind you a bit later in the program tonight, of course, Jimmy Paul goes against Bolia Gonzalez. The WBO super lightweight or junior welterweight crown at 140 pounds. That should be a down. Diaz trying to work the body. Looks a couple of hard shots to the middle of the face thrown by Zamudio.
I tell you, this kid is so quick, Tommy, you can't see the punches till they're coming down. He's quick.
Did land a solid left.
That Zamudio is
another one. Short. He's got Diaz holding on a little bit here in this opening round. He's got over a minute to go. Diaz hit him flush in the face and didn't slow him down a bit. Zamudio banging away with both hands. He's got Diaz backing up and in some trouble.
This Zamudio kid reminds me of a young Paul Banky. Remember Paul?
Boy, he's got Diaz to his knees. Diaz doesn't look that much the worse for wear. Gilliam gets it up to 7. At 8, he's up. I don't know, I'd have gone down a little earlier, I think, Ruben, just to get a count of 10. Zamudio is just all over him. And now on his knees again. 4.
I don't think he's that much, he's not so much hurt, Tommy. I think he's just getting hit with so many shots. He's he doesn't know where he's at.
Less than half a minute to go in round 1. Got nailed with another solid left hand, and Zamudio is all over him like a cheap suit. Boy. Diaz just can't get out of the way. 10 seconds remaining in round 1. This is the busiest round he's ever had. Zamudio won't let up, chasing him across the ring, laboring away at him, and there's the bell. Zamudio dances back to his corner, and Diaz walks over to his, and probably is going to say, is there another guy in that ring besides this other fella? Good Lord, what a beating he took.
Oh, well, he was surrounded in the first round. He took so many shots.
This is contestant number 1, Trisha.
Here's another look at the action. The first knockdown. Diaz is just being pummeled from all sides and finally goes to his knees. Not that many seconds later, here he is again going down, and one can't blame him for taking as much time as he could. And here's at the end of the round, and Zamudio all over him, drives him into the ropes, lefts and rights, nothing to the body, Ruben, everything to the head thrown by Zamudio, and almost everything he threw connected.
Well, the last two shots that he threw were to the body, but he hasn't thrown much there. He doesn't really have to, Tommy. Everything's landing to the head.
Here they go for round number 2. Diaz comes out. I don't know what he can do to keep Zamudio away from him. He is so quick, Zamudio that is. Diaz is going to have to jab him and do everything he can. Zamudio took about 4 shots and then comes back with a flurry of his own.
You know, he keeps going back and forth to the southpaw stance. I think he's much more effective on the right side. He may get caught switching over. Zamudio is.
He's a bit of a headhunter. Boy, 90% of everything he throws is right at the chin. Diaz came in with a very good record, 19-7, 16 knockouts, but so far he's been ineffective at keeping Zamudio away from him. Boy, I tell you, Zamudio is really fighting in close. He doesn't want to miss a bit of it, does he? He's not sitting in the balcony looking down. It's easy to see where he'd get a headbutt. Boy, they are forehead to forehead. Well, Burton Gilliam is stopping it. He stopped it. Diaz was not doing much in the way of continuing the action out there. Trying, I must say, but rather ineffective. And it's going to end in the second round very early. And a TKO winner. And another victory for Ysaias Zamudio. His record now goes to 29-3. Zamudio on the left of your screen, punch after punch after punch. And Burton Gilliam, who spent some time in the ring himself, stepped in wisely and said, that's it, Diaz, you're all through for tonight. We'll be back with more from the Great Western Forum. First, we'll pause for this message. Ojeda? Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Tell me why this, Jerry, sounds so good when I'm talking to you, and when we get on the air, it sounds like it's, the headset is terrible. Unbelievable. I don't either. See, this fight sounds great, and boy. Well, what the hell. Ojeda and Garcia will be next, couple of super lightweights. Huh? All right. Welcome back to the Great Western Forum here in Inglewood, California. Budweiser's Night of Championship Boxing, and our opening bout, the flyweights, Ysaias Zamudio and Hector Diaz, ended very abruptly in the second round. Danny Valdivia's got the official time on it. Let's go to the ring announcer. Danny, if you will, please.
Referee Burt Gilliam stops the bout. The winner by a knockout in 58 seconds of round number 2, Ysaias Kid Showtime Zamudio.
Well, Ysaias Zamudio, the winner, and his record now goes to 29 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. Of his 29 victories, 9 now have come via the KO route. And I tell you, he was just much too much for Hector Diaz, who must have thought he was in with a revolving door. Let's go to Ruben Castillo. He's up in the ring with Zamudio. Ruben?
Thank you, Tommy. Here I am with Ysaias Zamudio. I don't know, Ysaias, if you knew very much about your opponent, but the way you came out and took the fight right to him in the first round, and in the second round when you ended it, what did he make you? Did he upset you or something in the dressing room? Why did you come out so strong?
I knew a little bit about him, and I knew he was strong, but I myself felt kind of strong, and I figured I can really sharpen up my punches a lot more instead of just swinging them. I found that out in the past fights. All I do is swing instead of straightening out and stiffening up my punches. So that was my basic
Ysaias, the last time that you fought here at the Great Western Forum, they opened up a nice little gash over your right eye. Was that something you were thinking about coming into this fight?
No, not really. It's been about 2 months, and it's healed up pretty good. And the doctor did a good job on it.
Well, I had the feeling that that was what was going on. And we want to take a look at the end of this fight, Ysaias, and I want you to explain to us what's going on in your mind.
I knew that the uppercuts would work against him because I've been training real hard on the uppercuts. See right there, I would go down with an uppercut and try to come up short and throw my punches a lot crisper than just swinging them out there.
Okay, Ysaias, I noticed that you didn't work inside very much. And Tommy and I were talking about that. Maybe for the cut or something, there's a danger of coming banging heads. Is that did that bother you?
No, I like to work on the outside and think to myself, what I'm going to go in there and do. I try to predict what his punch is going to be so that way I can counter on that and execute my combination.
Good. Then what's next for Ysaias Zamudio?
I want the world title, IBF or WBC. I know the Russian just won it. I want him, and I know Blanco has it too. I'll take either one of them. I'm ready for it, buddy.
Right here at the Great Western Forum.
This is my home.
That's it.
I'd like to say hi to all my buddies at work, Albertsons, and over at Giroux's. Thank you.
All right. Let's go back to ringside to Tom Kelly.
So Ysaias Zamudio picks up still another victory. His record now 29-3-1. Very impressive showing tonight. Hector Diaz just no match at all for the hard-punching youngster from Blythe. We'll be back with more coming up. We've got action as a super lightweight, so Hayda and Garcia get together.
You can also watch and wager on harness racing at Hollywood.